When you start your entrepreneurial journey, nobody warns you how much you will actually have to learn. And nobody tells you how noisy it gets out there. Everyone is an expert. Everyone has five secrets to six-figure success. And all you wanted was a simple answer. Or where do I even start? Hey, Smart Rebel. I'm Natalia, a top business school career coach turned AI entrepreneur. It's been 5 months since I walked out of the corporate life and swapped big office meetings for coffee fueled solo brainstorms to build something from scratch. Every 30th of the month, I celebrate my own, how I call it, Independence Day. And I'm sharing the real lessons from my solo entrepreneurship journey with you here. So here we go 5 months of solopreneurship and 5 lessons nobody really tells you. Let's go. Lesson one, block out the noise. Let's start with the obvious, information overload. When you start, you realize just how many things you don't know. For me, it was everything related to content creation, digital marketing funnels, SEO, analytics, the full list. So naturally, I jumped online. And that's where it hit me, the noise. Everyone positions themselves as an expert. Everyone promises you the secret formula to grow your account with AI, shiny new tools, checklists, frameworks, you name it. I started following some of those success stories, the ones that show in dashboards, followers growth, and AI hacks. And the more I watched, the more I realized I was not learning that much compared to the time I was actually spending on it. Now, to be fair, there are people out there who genuinely know their stuff and share strong experience based perspective. But when you are starting out and trying to fill knowledge gaps fast, it's hard to separate solid expertise from recycled advice. You end up spending more time consuming their content than building your own. So it's literally a trap. You're investing time that could go into your business into someone else's. It's like you would not eat out every night when you are opening your own restaurant, right? And that so called learning process can also be a perfect excuse for procrastination. Or I need to take this course and that course before I start. No, you start and you learn on the go. My main takeaway from all those tutorials and guides, there is no magic shortcut, no AI tool or viral method that suddenly brings you fantastic results. What really matters is how much time you are ready to invest, what you are trying to build, and having the right operational structure around it to optimize the process. And most importantly, that you actually do stuff. That's when I switched strategy. If I need quick answers or feedback, I check with AI. It helps me with the how, designing my workflow, choosing tools, structuring ideas. And if I need a solid foundational knowledge, I go to credible sources like Google Analytics Academy, Coursera, or newsletters from top universities. And if I still need some inspiration or expert opinion, here is my hack. I put on a video or podcast I want to listen or watch, and I ask Notion to take the notes. And I keep doing my own things. Instead of 10-15 minutes, it takes me 1 minute to get the main idea through the summary. So, lesson one, block out the noise, or at least minimize it, and focus on actually doing stuff. Lesson two, less shiny tools, more strategic structure. Lesson one leads directly to lesson two because it's not only information overload, it's also tools overload. When I started, I thought, okay, I need to build a digital product and grow my presence on social media. How hard can it be? Well, very hard, it turns out. Which platform should I use? How do I set up payments? What about email automation? social scheduling, analytics, SEO, editing. Every single decision requires research, and every platform wants a monthly subscription. And here's what I learned: you don't need every tool, you need the right system. ChatGPT actually helped me create that system and choose the right tools. It suggested 6 platforms to cover different needs, 3 of which I'm using for free. When I challenged those recommendations with Google and other AIs, turned out ChatGPT gave the best advice. So far, I have paid accounts only at Descript for video editing, Canva, and ChatGPT. And I use 3 accounts at make.com to automate the processes at my jobsearchprompts.com website. Frankly speaking, I'm just discovering it. And there is so much functionality and automation it offers. Wow, there is so much potential. And then I have a free account at Notion, my main project management tool, and free account at metricool.com. To be honest, I still have mixed feelings about its value. I use it to check content and check analytics because I use LinkedIn a lot. I'm not affiliated with any of these platforms, and I'll put the links in the description. If you have other recommendations, drop them in the comments. I would love to hear what works for you. So, yes, if you clearly define your desired outcome and your current problem, ChatGPT can guide you to the best solution. Not always, it also has its own days, but in this case, it was helpful. The lesson: less shiny tools, more strategic structure, and AI can help you define it. Lesson 3: Solopreneurship is literally a solo. If you are using AI in your solopreneurship, it can be your best team member. Starting from zero knowledge, I built my website without hiring a developer. I set up payment systems on my own. I learned video editing. I figured out automations, all with AI as my guide. There is no IT guy out there who would reply to all my dumbest questions with so much patience. Plus, I didn't have to hire anyone for every task because I could learn and build things myself. But this kind of team is not for everyone. Some people thrive in teams. They need collaboration, personalities, sparks, and that's totally fine. If you're going solo, you need to be okay working alone, making all your decisions, solving all the problems, figuring things out without waiting for someone else to step in. I had a funny conversation with some former colleagues. They were complaining about how hard it is to manage different personalities. You know, the usual corporate gossip. And we started laughing that, of course, working with AI is much simpler than working with humans. One of them asked, "Do you assign personalities to your GPTs?" I said, "Yeah." I told it to be bold, analytical, direct, and straight to the point. They laughed and said, "So basically, it's exactly like you." And yes, that's why it works. My GPT and I are aligned. We work with the same way. Perfect team. But the point is this: if you need a team to feel creative and productive, solopreneurship might not be the right path. And that's okay. You just recognize it before you jump in. So, lesson 3: solopreneurship is literally a solo. Lesson 4: your first clients will probably come from your existing network. I see many people quit their corporate jobs and then scramble to find clients from scratch. But here is the reality: your first clients will probably come from your previous network. People you worked with, connections you made, professional communities you were part of. That was definitely my case. My first client came from someone in my external network, someone I met while working at my previous company, part of the same professional community. That connection helped me crystallize what I was actually offering. It helped me focus and pointed me toward what I was actually known for. So if you're still in a corporate and thinking about going solo, start building your network now. Not just your internal network, your colleagues, your managers. but your external one too. Competitors, professional organizations, industry communities. Be visible. Share what you know. Establish yourself as someone who is good at whatever your thing is. Because when you finally make the leap, that's where your first opportunity will come from. Your network is not just your audience, it's your runway. Build it while you still have a paycheck. So, lesson 4, even if you are aiming to set up your digital business, make sure you have real network developed. It will help you to make that transition. Lesson 5, the YouTube reality check. Oh, that one hurts. Our beloved YouTube. Honestly, if you're like me, a creator who has just started a channel, I don't know how you manage it. I once spent 2 days on the script, 1 day recording, and 2 days editing, and then the video got 30 views. And I know half were from friends. They were messaging me saying, "No, nice video." Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I'm sharing the collective pain of small creators. Pretty sure I'm not the only one who is at least once wanted to throw the laptop out of the window after checking YouTube analytics. So, no, I haven't cracked the magic solution yet, but I have found the mindset that keeps me going. For me, it's like yoga. You don't nail a headstand on day one. You show up, your arms shake, you feel like your bones are breaking, but you go back the next day and the next. And slowly you build strength. That's what this is for me. You show up, stay consistent, you build strength. A few months later, maybe you manage a half stand, leaning on the wall, and then one day, there it goes, your perfect headstand. So I apply the same mindset here. I'm just focused on sharing what I want to share, my knowledge, my experience, my stories. And if at the beginning only one person finds something useful in the video, that's already great. I've just helped one particular person, and that counts. So, lesson 5, how would I put it? Well, yeah, focus on the process with results as your guiding North Star. So, 5 months in, still learning and still going. And here are my 5 lessons. Lesson 1, block out the noise. Stop watching 20 different experts and start actually doing the work. Lesson 2, less shiny tools, more structure. You don't need every platform, you just need a simple system that actually works for you. And yes, AI can help you build one. Lesson 3, solopreneurship is literally solo. So be honest with yourself. If you are not comfortable working that way, better acknowledge it before jumping in. Lesson 4, even if you are aiming to build a digital business, build a real network. That's where your first clients will come from, and it will help you to make the transition. And lesson 5, well, in the context of YouTube, focus on the process with results as your guiding North Star. Thanks for being here. And if you're building something too, I see you. If you want to follow along, subscribe. Every 13th of the month, I'm here sharing my learning. The real, messy, unfiltered version of building something from scratch. Talk soon.